is under investigations. Ken Gashuhi, KTN, Nakuru.
And siltation is one of the major challenges facing water bodies, leading to rising water levels and flooding. Lake Nakuru is one such water body affected by unsustainable farming practices along rivers leading into the lake. Today, stakeholders are meeting on how best to address the menace in Njoro. Let's now cross over and touch base with our reporter Ken Gashuhi. Good afternoon to you, Ken. And now, matters to do with the sustainable use of resources continues to be a discussion, not only in Kenya, but the world over. Today, let us focus on what the locals are saying in Njoro. Gashuhi.
Indeed, the issue of siltation of Lake Nakuru is still a menace there because of the rising water levels in that lake, and siltation resulting from unsustainable agricultural practices along various rivers that lead into that lake are some of the contributors to that challenge. And with me here is a coordinator to that, one of the programs aimed at ensuring that we have sustainable use of land and riparian lands that are near those rivers. And maybe, welcome sir, and tell us your name. Maybe what exactly are you doing here with the farmers? Who are you engaging?
I'm Walter Mwania, Programs Coordinator at Mid-Rift Human Rights Network. We are based in Nakuru. And here we have convened Community Forest Association, Water Users, Resources Users Associations. We have chiefs, we have administrators and other stakeholders involved in the environmental conservation and protection. And basically we are having a conversation about being intentional about conserving and protecting all riparian lands along the rivers which are flowing from Mau Forest to Lake Nakuru and Lake Baringo, because we have seen lack of protection of riparian lands has led to increased soil erosion and siltation, leading to surge in waters in the lakes, which leads to displacement of a lot of people. And so here we're having a conversation in terms of how do we ensure that we enforce the existing legal frameworks and ensuring that communities are aware on the need to protect those riparian lands so that we reduce on the soil erosion and the siltation thereof. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Thank you very much. Maybe I can engage the chairperson of the Community Forest Associations in this region. Maybe tell us some of the activities that you are undertaking to ensure that we have sustainable use of these resources.
I'm Christopher Kahanyambogwa, the chairman of Logoman Community Forest Association. We have met here today on enforcement of the protection of the riparian areas. The Logoman Forest is the source of River Njoro, and our activities is to make sure that we rehabilitate and restore all the degraded areas, all the degraded riparian areas in our forest. We have done a lot, and we are intending to do a lot in restoration of all the degraded areas, such as planting the assorted indigenous trees that will be very suitable for the management and protection of our riparian lands.
Thank you. Maybe I can engage one of the youth so that they can tell us what is the role of the youth in this. As youths from this area, what are you doing?
Thank you so much. My name is Philip Nyayo, the president of Egerton University and representative of youth in Nakuru County. And what we are doing, one is that we are creating awareness to the youth so that we can educate even the surrounding communities on how to protect the riparian lands. Our main focus is Egerton University, in collaboration with the Mid-Rift organization, is reclamation of the Njoro River, which a big section of the river passes through our land in the university. And we are reclaiming that area by planting grass across the riparian areas, and also encouraging the farmers who are within the river to give the recommended distance of 6 meters to 30 meters from the river bank. That is mostly what we are doing as youth. We are also taking part in tree planting exercises, not forgetting that some of the challenges that we are facing is the part of the farm in which the river cuts across It is called the Ngongongere farm. It's currently under destruction by some of the community members who we are being told that they have been paid by politicians to grab that land. And you see, it's very wrong to see a politician grabbing a land whereby a river is cutting across. So we call upon the government to also work on the reclamation of our farm, which is Ngongongere farm, and it has been a product of Egerton University for the last 50 years. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, for purposes of gender balance, maybe you can tell us, maybe what do you think should be done? What do you think that the people around those rivers are doing wrong, and what should they do?
I think they should cooperate with the government according to the way they are told to move 2 meters away from the river. Yes.
Thank you very much. Those are some of the residents or some of the participants in the discussion that has been going on here in Njoro concerning the conservation of riparian lands and various rivers that lead to Lake Nakuru, which has been affected by siltation in the recent past because of unsustainable agricultural practices along those rivers. Back to you, Aseta.
Thank you, Gashuhi, right there, and to the entire team that is making moves and making sure that we use our resources very well. And indeed, it is actually a challenge to each and everybody to pull in their weight. Climate change is a reality. Perhaps it's about time that we made good use of our resources. Let's take a short commercial break. We'll be back with much more.